Hi, I'm Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government First Grade College, Siriguppa. Today's my chapter is a sound, and now I will discuss about theory of beats. Earlier, we know that the principle of superposition of waves. When two or more waves, if they are meeting at a point simultaneously, then the resultant displacement at that point must be equal to vector or algebraic sum of the displacements of the individual waves. That means y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 etc. So based on that principle, we have many phenomena. So the phenomenon of formation of stationary waves. The formation of stationary wave we discussed in the previous class. How the stationary waves they form. What about the theory of stationary waves? All those things. And then the formation of beats. Then the phenomenon of interference of light. And the phenomenon of diffraction. All the phenomena they are based on the principle of superposition of waves. So now the formation of beats is based on the principle of superposition of waves. So what are beats? How they are formed? What about the theory of beats? Then the applications of beats. Today's my class. So beats means when two waves of nearly equal frequencies are traveling along the same straight line, if they are superposed, then they're forming the alternating waxing and waning. So consider two simple harmonic waves of nearly equal frequency traveling in medium along the same direction. When they superpose, the intensity of resultant sound at a point in the medium rises and falls regularly and periodically. So this periodic rise and fall in the intensity of sound is known as the phenomenon of beats. So due to a superposition of two simple harmonic waves of nearly equal frequencies, they are traveling in the same direction along the same straight line. They are forming in the medium so-called the periodic rise and fall in the intensity of sounds is known as phenomenon of beats. So what is a beat period? It's a time interval between two successive beats is known as a time period. The number of times the intensity of sound rises and falls in 1 second is called beat frequency. That means the number of beats heard per second in 1 second is called beat frequency. So now you see the diagram. So the top diagram, that means a figure that indicates a first wave, red in color. Then the second, so a second wave, blue in color. There are two identical waves there are two simple harmonic waves of nearly equal frequencies. If they are traversed along the same straight line, they get superposed to form the alternating waxing and waning. So as shown in the third diagram, where the third diagram that indicates the formation of beads. Somewhere the intensity is maximum, somewhere the intensity is minimum. So waxing, waning, so that means the wave which consists of the number of waxing and waning. Rising and falling in the intensity of light, or say intensity of maybe the sounds in case of longitudinal waves. Explanation. Let us consider two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies travels in the same straight line with the same speed or gets superposed, gives rise to the phenomenon of beads. It consists of alternating waxing and waning as shown in the above diagram. Then what is waxing? Then what is waning? Here waxing means it is a point in the beats where the intensity of the resultant wave is maximum. Waning means it is a point in the beats where the intensity of the resultant wave is minimum. So, waxing, it is a point of maximum intensity in the beats. Waning, it is a point of minimum intensity in the beats. So, beat period. It is a time interval between two successive waxing or waning. The time interval between two successive waxing and waning is known as a beat period. Then beat frequency, it is the number of beats heard in 1 second. Usually the beat frequency must be equal to the differences between the frequencies of the individual waves. If we say F1 is the frequency of the first wave and F2 is the frequency of the second wave, maybe F1 is greater than F2 or F2 is greater than F1. Say FB of beat frequency which is equal to F1 difference F2. So this is what about the expression for beat frequency. So now you see the graphical representation of beats, where figure A that indicates the first wave, B that indicates second wave. There must be a slight difference between their frequencies. If both A and B, they are the individual waves, maybe let F1 be the frequency of the first wave, F2 be the frequency of the second wave. If they are superposed based on the principle of superposition of waves, we will get the third pattern. Where the third pattern, that was the figure C, which indicates the formation of beats due to superposition of two simple harmonic waves of nearly equal frequencies. They traverse along the same straight line in the same direction. They are forming the alternating minima and maxima. Alternating the point of minimum intensity, the point of maximum intensity, alternating waning and waxing. So that way this is the graphical representation of formation of beats. So now let us discuss about a theory of beats. Let us consider two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies travels along the same straight line in the same direction with the same speed or gets superposed gives rise to the phenomenon of beats. Let F1 be the frequency of the first wave and F2 be the frequency of the second wave. Both they are simple harmonic waves. So then y1 is equal to a sin omega 1t. Let this is equation number 1. y2 is equal to a sin omega 2t. Let this is equation number 2. Where omega 1 is equal to 2 pi f1 and omega 2 is equal to 2 pi f2. Then according to the principle of superposition of waves, say y is equal to y1 plus y2. Let this is equation number 3. Substituting equation 1 and 2 in equation 3, then we will get y is equal to a sin of omega 1t plus a sin of omega 2t. Then where a which can be taken as the common factor, then y is equal to a into sin omega 1t plus sin omega 2t, where a is the amplitude of the waves. So further y is equal to a into 2 sin of omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2 cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2. Then y is equal to 2a cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2 sin omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2. Then y is equal to r sin of omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2. Then where r is equal to 2a cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2. So that means this is the way that factor indicates, say, amplitude of the resultant wave. Where sin omega 1t plus sin omega 2t, which is in the form of sin a plus sin b. Where sin a plus sin b, which is equal to 2 sin of a plus b by 2 and cos of a minus by 2. So based on that, y is equal to a into 2 sin of omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2 cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2. Then y is equal to 2a cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2. Then sin of omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2. Then y is equal to r sin of omega 1t plus omega 2t by 2. Where r is which is equal to 2a cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2. So this factor which indicates the amplitude of the resultant wave. So condition for waxing, condition for maxima, condition for the point of maximum intensity. For waxing, amplitude of the resultant wave is maximum. That means R is maximum. For R is maximum, then factor cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which is equal to plus or minus 1. If cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2 is equal to plus or minus 1, where the factor omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which can take the value 0 or pi or 2 pi or 3 pi or 5 pi, etc. So further, which can be written as omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which is equal to n pi, where n can take the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the condition for waxing. This is the condition for waxing. So similarly, let us discuss about the condition for waning, the condition for minima, the condition for the point of minimum intensity. For waning, amplitude of the resultant wave is minimum. That means R is minimum. Then the factor cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2 is equal to 0. If cos of omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2 is equal to 0, then the factor omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which can take the values whether 5 by 2 or 3 pi by 2 or 5 pi by 2 or 7 pi by 2, etc. So further, which can be written as omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. where n contains the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then this is the condition for vanning. So we know that the condition for waxing, omega 1t minus omega 2t by 2, which is equal to n pi, where omega 1 is equal to 2 pi f1, omega 2 is equal to 2 pi f2, then 2 pi f1t minus 2 pi f2t by 2, which is equal to n pi. Where 2 pi t, which can be taken as the common factor, then 2 pi t f1 minus f2 by 2, which is equal to n pi. Where pi get cancelled, so then further which can be done as, where 2 get cancelled each other, further which can be done as pi t f1 minus f2 is equal to n pi. Then for first waxing, n is equal to 0. Then pi t1 f1 minus f2 is equal to 0, then t1 is equal to 0. For second waxing, pi t2 into f1 minus f2 is equal to pi, then t2 is equal to 1 by f1 minus f2. So t1 is equal to 0, that's for first waxing. T2 is equal to 1 by f1 minus f2, so this is for second waxing. So similarly for third waxing of T3, f1 minus f2 is equal to 2 pi and T3 is equal to 2 by f1 minus f2 and so on. So then what we know that the beat period, the time interval between two successive waxing or vanning, say Tb is equal to T3 minus T2, the time interval between third and second waxing, then substituting the value of T3 and T2 from the above equations. So then we will get Tb is equal to 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2. So then Tb is equal to 1 by f1 minus f2. So beat period which is equal to 1 by f1 minus f2. Then we know that the relation between the frequency and the period. A reciprocal of period that gives the frequency. Then Fp is equal to 1 by Tb, which is equal to 1 by f1 minus f2. Here Tb which can be substituted, replaced by 1 by f1 minus f2. Then after simplification we will get Fb which is equal to f1 minus f2. Then F is equal to f1 difference f2. Maybe f1 is greater than f2 or f2 is greater than f1. So beat frequency which is equal to f1 difference f2. Beat frequency is equal to the difference between the frequencies of the individual waves. Then what are the applications of beats? It is used to determine the unknown frequency of a tuning fork. It is used to tune different musical instruments. It is used to detect poisonous gases in the mines. So usually the beats that can be used to determine the unknown frequency of a tuning fork in the laboratory. Then there are beats, the phenomenon of beats which can be used to tune different musical instruments, sitara, then a flute, and then other veena, so other instruments. Then the phenomenon of beats, they are used to detect poisonous gases in the mines, maybe in the gold mines or maybe in the iron mines. During the process working, when we work in the mines, maybe some gas released in that mines. So maybe a poisonous gas, though that can be detected with the help of this phenomenon so-called beats. So these are some of the applications of beats. So that means in this class we discussed principle of superposition of waves, then the applications of principle of superposition of waves, then what are beats, how the beats are formed, then the theory of beats, the expression of our beat frequency or beat rate, then applications of beats and so on. Thank you.